And welcome back to Hour 4 of our live feed broadcast here at the Connecticut Yankee Council Office Building, 60 Wellington Road. If you're in the Milford area, please make sure to stop by and see us. We'd love to have you come in and take part in our all-day try to raise enough funds to support 100 youth in scouting, which, as we said earlier, is a $500 per youth price tag. We hope that you'll consider doing that. As a reminder, starting at the 5 o'clock hour, we will start giving away, we have 5 pairs of tickets for Avelo Airlines. These are fully loaded tickets. It includes the baggage costs and all other fees. There's no blackout periods on those tickets. And if you didn't know, they're now flying to Puerto Rico. So an opportunity, if you haven't been to Puerto Rico, an opportunity to go down there. So if you're interested in those tickets, they are going to be going for $1,000 a pair, and we will start doing those at 5 o'clock segment. We're also going to do a raffle basket, which has a $500 value on it. If you're interested in getting into the drawing for the raffle basket between now and the 8 o'clock hour tonight, you can make a $500 donation, and we'll put your name in there for a chance to do that. Want to say special thank you to some donors that came in the last hour. Adam Turr, John Hanks, and Donna Wizolowski. They brought our total up. We're now at 16 youth that we've been able to scholarship at this point. So fantastic. Thank you for your support on that. We have a dial-in number for you. Karen, who is our do-all, be-all here at the council, is standing by the phone. If you're interested in dialing in and making a pledge, the number is 203-951-9321. So we're going to be talking about our Sail Away Sailing School this segment, and in a few minutes we'll be talking with Paul Lucas, who is one of our staff members who is responsible for the Sail Away Sailing School. If you're not familiar with the sailing school, we purchased the school 3 years ago, not because we thought we needed to own a sailing school, but really the reason that we did it was we saw the opportunity to really tap into the maritime industry, obviously living where we live, and in the areas that we deal with every day. The opportunity to partner with a lot of the maritime businesses was a huge thing that we saw down the road. So we purchased the school 3 years ago. This will be our 3rd summer running it, and we'll have Paul talk more about that here in a couple of minutes. But first, I think we're going to show a video that actually ran on News 12. It's a story that ran about the sailing school. And then I think we also have some photo montage, unless they've been showing that while I've been talking. So,
with a side of self-confidence. That's the goal of a local nonprofit this summer. News 12 Connecticut's Lauren Fabrizi has the story from Captain's Cove.
If you've been to Captain's Cove in Bridgeport, you've likely seen Sail Away Sailing School on the boardwalk, teaching kids like Miles Ambler how to sail there for nearly 2 decades.
I just learned the basics of sailing and stuff. I got to go out into the water and steer the boat a bit and learn how to control the sails to catch the wind.
But what you might not have known is that the sailing school is under new leadership. When the longtime director retired a couple seasons ago, the Connecticut Yankee Council, a local Boy Scouts chapter, took it over with Paul Lucas at the helm.
I actually gave up a higher paying job to change my life and change my career, and just to do something that was, more connected with the community, a way of giving back, and a way of sort of nurturing the next generation.
There's 4 sessions throughout the summer. Kids 10 to 14 years old can take part, and they don't have to be a scout. Families in need of financial help can apply for scholarships.
As a nonprofit, it changes the focus of what we're doing and why we're here. The focus here is really on providing opportunities for youth development, giving them the chance to learn, to experience the Long Island Sound.
The counselors will tell you it's a close-knit group. Many of them were students themselves before becoming instructors.
When I see them doing it, I feel happy because that means I succeeded at my job.
Showing kids the ropes on the water and so much more.
Socially and stuff, I'm kind of a bit shy, so I think that it kind of helps me.
Learning teamwork, learning leadership, building self-confidence. As I like to say, it's really about giving them the chance to develop the life skills that are going to change their lives.
This is the last week of the sailing school for the season. Registration for next season opens in February. In Bridgeport, Lauren Fabrizi, News 12 Connecticut.
All right, so I'm here with Paul Lucas. Paul is our staff member that handles our older youth programming, which includes the Sail Away Sailing School, also our Sea Scout program, which we'll talk about more in a future hour, as well as our exploring program, which we'll talk about in a future hour as well. So as the video mentions, we run the program this summer. We're based out of Captain's Cove, and spaces are filling up. So if you're interested in getting your child into the sailing school, now's the time to call. And so, Paul, tell us a little bit about what you're doing with the sailing school.
Oh, yeah, the sailing school is really one of the most exciting, innovative, and unique things that Connecticut Yankee Council is doing. We're fortunate to be here right on the shores of the Long Island Sound, which is an absolutely amazing natural resource, and it has been central to Connecticut really right from the very beginning. But the challenge is a lot of youth don't have access to it. Getting out on the water is not easy, and the sailing school is an avenue that really anybody from within the council footprint, young people, girls and boys, are going to have a chance to get out there, experience it, see what it's like, and make that part of their lives and part of their future potentially as well.
As we talked about in our earlier segment when we had Eric on talking about Scout Reach, many of the youth that are attending the sailing school are actually scholarship. Do you want to talk a little bit about that partnership?
Yeah, the scholarships is very important. The sailing school being right in the heart of Bridgeport, a lot of kids growing up in our urban centers like that really don't have access or opportunities, even less so than even in the surrounding communities. So we've been fortunate. There's an organization called the Set Sail Foundation that has really stepped up and helped to provide scholarships and support for these youth so that they have an opportunity to get out there and really do something that they never thought they'd have the chance to do in their lives. And the impact of that is just absolutely amazing. It's joy, it's excitement, it's empowering. The kids are coming in from sailing every day feeling like, they can do anything in their lives. And that really is a game changer, I think.
Talk about the swimming lessons and how we're working with the Bridgeport Y and making sure that all youth are actually getting that life skill of being able to swim.
Yeah, that's a really good point. That's a very important part of this. Before you can go sailing, for safety reasons, you first have to learn how to swim. And again, one of the things that we found is a challenge for young people growing up in urban centers is they tend not to have the opportunity or the access to swimming pools and swimming lessons. And so as a result, a lot of them needed extra help in that area. So we partnered with the YMCA in Bridgeport to start early in the spring with swimming lessons and to give them a chance to really improve their swimming skills, to practice. And then, the incentive is that they're going to get to go sailing in the summer. So for them, it's really a 2-for-1. It's been working really great, and again, it's something that it's a life skill that opens so many doors. And for those of us who maybe know how to swim, we might even take it for granted. But you see the impact it has on somebody who goes from not being a swimmer to now they're confident, they're capable, they're comfortable in the water. It opens so many doors for them.
So I mentioned earlier about other partnerships. Can you tell us about some other partnerships that you've been working with? I know there was an interesting thing that we did with the University of Bridgeport.
Oh, absolutely. University of Bridgeport has also been a great supporter of the programs that we do, and we partner with them on something known as Sea Perch. Sea Perch is an opportunity for kids in the program to learn how to build a UUV, which is an unmanned underwater vehicle. And it's really sort of a first-level introduction into learning about robotics, learning about submersibles, learning about the submarine industry, which, of course, is a big deal here in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm. So talk about some of the other, I know you spent a day up at the sub-base up in Groton. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, when you say submarines are a big deal in Connecticut, there's no place on the planet where it's a bigger deal than right here where we live. We're at the center of the submarine industry in Groton and New London, here in Connecticut. General Dynamics Division Electric Boat builds the world's most sophisticated, advanced submarines in partnership with the United States Navy. And both of those organizations are super interested in what we're doing because of the things that we're doing and where we're doing them here in the most densely populated part of Connecticut. So they've really stepped up. They've offered a lot of help, a lot of support, and they're interested in helping these young people further pursue these opportunities and learn about it and maybe make it part of their future.
So as you can see, there are a lot of things going on at the Connecticut Yankee Council that you may not be aware of. If you'd like more information on getting your child involved in either the sailing school or maybe learning more about what we're doing with exploring and Sea Scouts, you can call the council office and ask for Paul, and he will get you all squared away. So any closing comments?
We appreciate your support. There are a lot of young people out there who rely on us. We work very hard, but we can't do it without the support and the financial help from the people, the businesses, and the organizations that are in the communities that we serve. So anything you can do today to help will be more than appreciated. Thank you.
All right, we thank you for tuning in again, and remember, we're back at the top of every hour. So at the 1 o'clock hour, we'll be talking about our Hispanic outreach program. So we'll see you at 1 o'clock.